You can build the fastest serverless lakehouse on the planet, write flawless declarative pipelines, and lock down your cell level security with absolute precision. But if your BAs, data scientists, and managers don't know what data actually exists or how to find it, your platform is an expensive ghost town. In 2026, enterprise data discovery cannot rely on manual wikis or word of mouth. So today we are looking at automated data discovery, breaking down how Unity Catalog acts as a structural engine that feeds enterprise catalogs like Atlan and Alation to democratize data search safely. Welcome to Architect Mindset, your blueprint for modern systems. When people hear the term automated data discovery, they often think it simply means searching for tables. But the concept is much broader. Automated discovery means automatically capturing metadata, indexing assets, recording lineage, classifying sensitive information, making those assets searchable, and many more. The objective is not merely to store data, but to continuously transform technical assets into organizational knowledge. And this is where modern governance platform begins to create value. With Unity Catalog, Databricks introduced a governance layer directly inside the lakehouse. So suddenly, metadata, permissions, lineage, auditing, and discovery were no longer separate concerns. They became embedded capabilities of the platform itself. For organizations heavily invested in Databricks, Unity Catalog started to look suspiciously similar to capabilities that traditionally require an enterprise data catalog. From a user's perspective, discovery becomes simple. They can search across the lakehouse and evaluate data using trust signals like certifications to highlight authoritative datasets, popularity to show what's most used across the organization, and lineage to trace how data was created and transformed. Beyond discovery, users can understand what the data actually represents through business context, domains, tags, and descriptions, transforming raw assets into meaningful information. Context enrichment bridges the gap between the technical data and usable insights, enabling improved understanding and faster decision making. Every time a user runs a query, modifies a table structure, or reads a dataset, they are creating operational events. Unity Catalog continuously generates metadata in real time based on the operational events flowing into it and pushes it live to third-party tools. Business users can confidently find, trust, and understand data through their catalog of choice, backed by live operational metrics rather than outdated manual documentation. This raises an important question for enterprise architects. If Unity Catalog already understands everything happening inside the lakehouse, why do we still need external catalog platforms? What problem were they originally built to solve? Historically, enterprises operated dozens of disconnected systems: SAP, Oracle, Snowflake, ETL tools, reporting platforms, and countless other technologies all generated metadata. No single platform could provide a complete picture. Products like Atlan and Alation emerged to create a unified metadata layer above all those systems. Their mission was not merely governance, their mission was federation. Business analysts, product managers, and compliance officers do not work inside Databricks notebooks or query workspaces. Expecting a non-technical user to navigate Catalog Explorer to find data definitions creates a massive user adoption barrier. Platforms like Alation and Atlan are designed specifically as collaboration hubs. They wrap technical metadata in a consumer-friendly UI, featuring rich business glossaries, data stewardship workflows, data product marketplaces, and verified status badges, example certified for financial audits. When a data definition changes, Unity Catalog logs the structural change. It does not, however, coordinate a workflow to alert data owners, manage policy approvals, track compliance sign-offs, or host crowdsourced conversations about data quality. Enterprise platforms provide the workflow layer. They allow data stewards to assign ownership, track documentation completion rates across departments, and orchestrate approval pipelines for new data assets before they are published globally. Unity Catalog is an exceptional engine for assets attached to Databricks compute. However, it is largely blind to what happens before or after data touches the lakehouse. If you ingest data via Fivetran, orchestrate transformations with dbt, or push curated data tables out to Snowflake, Unity Catalog cannot natively map that end-to-end lineage. Enterprise catalogs like Atlan or Alation act as the overarching control plane. They ingest the lineage from Databricks and stitch it together with metadata from external databases, ETL tools, and BI platforms like Tableau or Power BI to create a single continuous map of the enterprise. At this point in the discussion, the case for Atlan and Alation appears very strong. But then something changes. Databricks brings external lineage, previously called Bring Your Own Lineage or shortly BYOL, under general availability on June 8, 2026. And suddenly, the equation begins to change. This means you can now manually or programmatically add external metadata and data lineage from systems running outside of Databricks. Example Salesforce, MySQL, Tableau, and so on. Unity Catalog maps them as external metadata objects, giving your auditing team a true column-level view of your data's journey from birth to the consumer portal. Now, looking at this setup, an architect is forced to ask a very practical question. If Unity Catalog can ingest external lineage, do we really need a third-party platform at all? Can't we just use Databricks external lineage? With BYOL, suddenly the governance boundary begins to expand. External systems can contribute lineage information. APIs can reach metadata. Unity Catalog starts evolving from a Databricks lineage repository into something that resembles an enterprise lineage platform. And that leads to a more important question. If external lineage can now live inside Databricks, what truly remains unique to enterprise catalogs? This is where many architectural discussions go wrong. So as an architect, evaluate this through two lenses: the governance and the engineering tax required to sustain it. People immediately start comparing features such as lineage diagrams, search experiences, classifications, or glossaries. But the deeper issue is architectural. The real debate is not whether one platform has a better feature than other. The real debate is where governance should live. Should governance be embedded inside the platform where the data is created and consumed? Or should governance exist independently above all platforms? So this is a control plane discussion, not a feature discussion. Embedded governance places governance directly inside the data platform. Metadata, policies, lineage, and discovery remain close to the workloads that generate them. Databricks is increasingly moving towards this model, whereas federated governance takes a different approach. Here, governance becomes an independent layer sitting above Databricks, Snowflake, SAP, and all. Metadata becomes platform neutral and survives technology changes. This is the philosophy represented by enterprise catalog vendors. Secondly, architects must look beyond the initial setup and evaluate long-term operational cost. A pure external lineage or BYOL approach means your engineering team becomes responsible for building and maintaining the custom integrations. Every API change, schema update, or system evolution introduces ongoing maintenance overhead. That means when a Tableau updates an API or dbt changes a schema, your engineers have to drop everything to fix the pipeline. Tools like Atlan and Alation eliminates that engineering tax. They provide hundreds of fully managed, production-tested connectors out of the box. So you supply the credentials, and their automated crawlers handles the heavy lifting. Investing in an enterprise catalog is not just about mapping lines from point A to point B. It's about buying back your engineering team's time so they can focus on building data products instead of maintaining metadata infrastructure. In a multi-cloud environment with more than 20 source systems, multiple BI tools, and diverse transformation engines, third-party platforms like Atlan and Alation becomes essential for effective data discovery. In such a complex landscape, organizations are not simply purchasing a catalog. They are investing in a connector factory, a metadata collection engine, upgrade management, and integration lifecycle management. These capabilities ensure seamless connectivity across heterogeneous systems, continuous metadata harvesting, and smooth upgrades and integrations over time. Replicating this breadth of functionality internally is both technically challenging and expensive, and which is why Atlan and Alation stands out as strong contenders for delivering scalable, automated data discovery in enterprise settings. But if your organization is heavily Databricks centric, a strong architectural pattern is to use a hub and spoke model. Here, Databricks Unity Catalog serves as a centralized technical metadata engine, the hub, that feeds, governs, and synchronizes with enterprise-grade catalogs like Atlan or Alation. This way, you position Databricks Unity Catalog as a single source of truth for technical metadata, while the enterprise catalog serves as the overarching enterprise governance layer. So this creates a unified catalog of catalogs across your entire business. Atlan connects directly to Databricks Unity Catalog REST API using a personal access token or service principal. It automatically indexes tables, schemas, views, notebooks, and AI/ML models in a single crawl. It extracts table and column level lineage natively tracked by Unity Catalog and connects this information to non-Databricks tools to visualize the entire data journey. Modern integrations are no longer one way. If a data steward marks an asset as highly confidential PII inside Atlan, that tag propagates back down to Unity Catalog via API, automatically triggering an attribute-based access control policy that redacts or masks that column across all Databricks workspaces in production. Alation uses a hybrid ingestion approach to pull technical metadata from Databricks into its repository. By combining direct connectivity with API-based extraction, it collects schemas, execution logs, and query history to build a broader discovery and governance view outside the platform. It natively consumes data profiles and drift metrics compiled by Databricks Lakehouse Monitoring and converts this complex technical data into an easy-to-read data health tab for business users. Now that we have set the context, let us walk through a few key principles that guide metadata governance when combining Unity Catalog with platforms like Atlan or Alation. The first principle is never integrate two governance systems without defining the system of record. If organizations allow both systems, Databricks and Atlan or Alation, to simultaneously manage business glossaries, stewardship roles, PII classifications, certifications, and tags, they end up in duplication, inconsistency, and confusion. The architect's responsibility is to establish a system of record for each metadata type. For example, technical metadata such as schemas, lineage, and permissions might live in Unity Catalog, while business metadata like your glossaries, product definitions, and collaborative annotations resides in Atlan. Alternatively, Unity Catalog can serve as a single authoritative source for everything, with Atlan functioning as a read-only consumption and collaboration layer. So both the models are valid, but what fails is leaving it ambiguous. The second principle is to avoid metadata dual rights. If you allow dual rights, you're effectively destroying your system of record. Allowing attributes like data owner or PII classification to be editable in both Unity Catalog and Atlan creates immediate uncertainty about which system holds the truth. Over time, this leads to metadata drift, where definitions, ownership, and classification diverges across platforms, eroding the trust in the catalog itself. The architect's responsibility here is to constantly ask, can this metadata attribute be edited in more than one place? The third principle is to think in terms of control planes. Many teams stop at the idea of Unity Catalog plus Atlan, but as an architect, you must reframe the problem as execution plane plus governance control plane. So the critical question then becomes, which platform owns the governance control plane? If the answer is Databricks, then Unity Catalog is the authoritative governance layer, and Atlan becomes the discovery and collaboration layer. But if the answer is Atlan, then Atlan becomes the governance control plane, while Unity Catalog serves as a governed execution layer inside Databricks. Both models can succeed, but the key is that there must be exactly one primary control plane. The fourth principle is design for the future, not today's landscape. This principle is about shifting from tactical integration to strategic governance longevity. Right now, an organization may be 80% Databricks, but tomorrow the ecosystem could include Snowflake, BigQuery, AI platforms, and even knowledge graphs. As an architect, you don't just ask, will this integration work next quarter? But instead, you should ask, will my governance model survive technology changes over the next decade? That means, designing metadata ownership, control planes, and discovery layers in a way that can extend across multiple platforms without collapsing into silos or duplications. The real measure of success is whether governance remains consistent and authoritative as the technology stack evolves. The next principle is understanding the economics of metadata. Do not just focus on the upfront price of a catalog or governance tool, but also look at the operating cost, the ongoing burden of connector maintenance, API upgrades, metadata quality assurance, stewardship workflows, and the governance operations. These responsibilities require time, skilled resources, and continuous investment. If they are not clearly assigned and managed, the supposed cheap solution quickly becomes the most expensive in practice. The lesson is simple. The economics of metadata are defined by operational sustainability, not licensing spreadsheets. Integrating Unity Catalog with specialized enterprise discovery tools bridges the gap between technical data engineering and the business strategy. It transforms your data lakehouse from a black box into an accessible, searchable, and highly collaborative engine for innovation. Now that we have made our internal data assets effortlessly discoverable, in the next video, we can zoom into how Unity Catalog treats machine learning models, feature store tables, and generative AI agents as first-class secure citizens alongside traditional data. Subscribe to keep building, and I will see you in the next one.